Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Mbak Nurul, you for having time, letting your having a time with me right now. Um, so currently for our second episode for by one, uh, we have Mbak Nurul, which are have a good background in veterinary medicine, yeah, or maybe in Indonesia we call it kedokteran hewan. So maybe we just like start with the first very question, right? Manul, are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Right. So the first question, can you tell me first about your background and how you become and yeah, how you become interested with this very very major, the very degree that you took, that is vet medicine.
Okay. If we talk about my background, the first when I enter college, I never think about what is veterinary. I don't know about what is veterinary. From the first thing that I don't know about it at all. But um, in the last year of my high school, my friend tell me there is some opportunity in that um, career. So I start to look for any information about what is vet. So I found so many facts that um, there is so big opportunity in the veterinary in Indonesia, especially. And as well as in that time, I also think I want to be a doctor, but still not specific. What am I want to be? Am I want to be doctor or I want to be a dentist? I still cannot define exactly what will I want to be. And in the same time, my friend give me some information. There is also veterinary. Okay, I'll try it. That's the first reason I want to know about veterinary. And of course, after I entered the university, I really enjoy the process, and that's fun.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. What an interesting story. So yeah, when I think it's same, almost same like the typical, late high school student where they are still kind of deciding which the major or which the degree that they will took right for the next 4 years or maybe more. Uh, yeah, talking about your education also, right? You are being able to finish the program or your major at the time, right? Am I correct, right? You are finished it at the right time, right? No delaying at
yeah.
all whatsoever. Uh, my question was what the thing that drove you to do that, to be able to do that, and can you maybe share a bit of the challenge while you are pursuing that degree?
Um, about if you talk about the challenge first, I will talk about the opportunity first in the veterinary medicine world. I say veterinary medicine world, right? Um, there are so many profession. There are so many opportunity in the veterinary world, but there is so just still limited research. For example, the human research in the veterinary. So it's a huge opportunity for me, I think. For example, the opportunity is in the large and growing animal agricultural industry in Indonesia. It provides so big opportunity for veterinary to contribute either in the animal health or in welfare. And the other opportunity is, for example, have you ever heard about the One Health approach? It's considered human. it consider animal and it consider environment to address an issue. So it can be opportunity for veterinary to consider in that process also. In the research and education field, veterinary also have an impact. For example, if a person want to pursue academic careers, it can, for example, teach in the university. That's the opportunity. Just a little of opportunity in the veterinary world, but still only limited universities that provide in veterinary program in Indonesia right now. If correct me if I'm wrong, still there is 12 universities right now in Indonesia, only 12.
All right. Thank you so much for the further explanation. But maybe let's talk more about the technical right now, right? So you've been mentioned about the limitation, some of the limitation which the vet medicine in Indonesia. You know, Indonesia is as big as almost as big as the Europe, but yet the major for your course that you took, vet medicine, is only 12 or more or less, maybe. Yeah, right now. So talking about your bachelor degree, you are attended vet medicine at the one of the most prestigious university in Indonesia, Gajah Mada University. Right. So yeah, my reverse question, how does that affect your performance as a student? Because the vet is not that big, not big enough in Indonesia. There are not many university that open that major, but at the same time, you are also going into the one of the most prestigious university in Indonesia.
Of course, I get so, like I mentioned before, I get so many new knowledge about what is veterinary and how it works in the practical world, how it works in the educational world, how it works in research world, so many other words that consider a veterinarian. Yeah, that's the first thing I got the new knowledge, and the second is I get the experience. The experience, I found so many people, I found so many friends that give me not just experiment, but also share their cultural, share their knowledge about their life. So it can be lesson for me to learn. And it, of course, it will give positive impact to me until now.
Okay. Thank you for your answer. But okay, maybe we can go to the next question. Maybe I will like ask for this person, because of yours, you got so many experience, experience and also knowledge as well. Can you like tell me the thing that what makes the vet medicine in Gajah Mada University is special, as unique as the other vet medicine? Like maybe you can give the example like vet medicine at like Bogor Institute of I don't know the words, but we said IPB, right? Yeah, Institut Pertanian Bogor. What's make the vet medicine in Gajah Mada University is unique and special than the others?
Okay. About that question, I think its university has its own unique. So, for me, I think what I got special, thing that special in Gajah Mada than the other, I think I get like this. When in the bachelor degree, the student it was teach with so many knowledge about animals from, you can say pet animals, farm animals, and also about the invertebrata. But after entering the practical world, each of the student will define where will they include in what animal. For example, for me, I choose to consider in poultry world, and several of my friends decide to consider in pet animal world. It has its own decision in the practical world. And the trend after I saw this nowadays from my college, so many of my friends decided to choose the pet animal words. I think that's the unique of my college nowadays. And just a little, maybe a small number of my friends include in an industry world.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. For the next question, I think this might be a bit going back to your background. But while you are trying to finishing your degree at vet medicine, are they like some people try to like tend to deplore you? I mean, like they are saying like, why aren't you just taking the common bachelor of medicine? They only vet. Why you not taking the dentist instead? Like, I don't know. Like, is there any people who are actually asking you that question? And I mean, I think I will. If so, what do you respond? You know, how do you be able to answer that? Some of the, I don't know, deploration. I think deploration, or yeah, I think that's the word. Because there are many people like say, why vet? Why not dentist? Why not doctor? Like, you got my question, right? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it. Uh, I think the answer is back to my background. Why I choose veterinary again? The answer is like this previous answer is, in the last year of high school, I saw a large opportunity for veterinary medicine. Then, if I compare with dentist or doctor, because the first point is I saw that only limited universities that provide this program. And of course, I think um, the demand for veterinary will be always grow and growing, right? And I saw this as a big opportunity, so I choose veterinary. As I think about this when I will when I decided to choose the veterinary, and that's the first thing that I choose veterinary. And the second one is my friend is give me some suggestion. Why don't you choose veterinary? That's so I choose this until now.
Right. Okay. You've been mentioned I think a couple of times talking about the big opportunity while working as the vet medicine yourself. Uh, right now, can you like give me the bigger picture of the current trends or development of that field itself, of the vet science? Maybe if you talk about Indonesia, it's too big. Maybe we can make the scale smaller. Maybe in Jakarta or maybe in some part of the Java. Maybe you can answer that. Yeah, the specific, trends and development regarding to your, how should I say, regarding to your current uh, major or current degree that you took.
Um, about the big opportunity of veterinary, I will break down into the job opportunity for veterinary, right? For the first, if, for example, if we look at the wildlife conservation, have you ever heard about it? Indonesia is a home of so many unique and some of them is endangered, right? So we can see from that aspect we can see that veterinary has a big impact to the profession, right? And the other example is the one is again I will talk about the One Health approach. And most of them is done in the universities. Um, I remember. Veterinary has also impact on the public awareness about the animal product in the government. We ever heard about Kesmapet, Kesehatan Masyarakat Veteriner, right? In the government, veterinary also have impact on the regulatory issue. For example, nowadays we know that the government also has impact to control the price of tail chicken, how to control the price of egg, like this. Like it's several example of job opportunity in the veterinary.
I see. So there are so many opportunity, right? Whether we
Yeah,
are taking that from the business aspect and even like to the governmental aspect, and maybe
yeah,
even into the environmental aspect, because we are
yeah.
talking about the dairy and also the livestock, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, huge opportunity actually. I think that the people who are asking you why you are talking fat, I think they are not open-minded enough, to see the big opportunity within
Yeah,
this degree, right? Because we are talking about livestock, we're talking about money, right? We're talking
yeah,
about the how to grow money, right?
yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Um, Maybe we are going into the next session, maybe talking about your recommendation. Yeah. So my first question regarding to the recommendation, what advice actually can you give to someone who might be like watching this video and starting to like considering to pursuing this degree, or maybe to even do this someone who already like taking the degree in this vet medicine?
Mm, Actually, everyone, if I talk about advice, what have a advice if everyone have to choose vet, it's not considered about it, but it's prefer everyone has its choices to consider itself to for example the veterinary medicine, and of course they have its own decision in every field in that provide in the university. I'm sure there is opportunity of itself, not just veterinary. Mm, like for you, maybe you choose engineering, right? Of course, it. I'm sure it have opportunity, big opportunity too for you. So you choose that field, right? Mm.
Okay. Maybe for more in-depth question, and for those who are right now taking this degree, what can you give the advice of what the quality or what the as I say, the soft skill and maybe some hard skill, because hard skill, I think they already like learn it from the campus, but can you like give me some of the quality of maybe probably soft skill that they are actually needed to be able to become, how should I say, a good vet medicine doctor, or maybe to be even like being, how should I say, not only like mediocre graduates from vet medicine, right? So yeah, can you give me like some of one of maybe or one or two the qualities or some of the what it takes maybe, yeah, for the shorter question is what it takes to be able to become a vet doctor. Yeah.
Okay. Actually, the specific qualification to choose or to enter veterinary medicine, there is no specific requirements. But the only thing that I got is I have to always learn and learn about anything that I got in the universities, because it's a long life learner for me. As long as that people have a time to learn, it can pursue that degree.
Right.
That's the most important thing.
Okay. So long life learner, right?
Yeah, long life
To
learner.
be, yeah, to be able to like taking and learn every day, every time, and never stop
Yeah,
learning,
that's right.
right? Okay, okay. I think that's one of the what it takes, I think, to be able to become not only a good student but also to be specified to be able to become a good vet doctor, right? And I think you are already like having a good experience regarding to this degree. Uh, Maybe you can share some any interesting project that you've been taking on, or maybe some research that you've been involved in. Like, can you explain the what kind of what kind of the experiment or research or project that you took on, and any challenge that regarding to that work?
Okay. Um, for this, it's about I start about this. It's about 4 years. I've been consider myself in poultry industry since I joined one of biotechnology research company in one of poultry research in Indonesia. Maybe I cannot say about specific project, right? I will talk about some of the challenge that I have faced in that industry. Maybe in my work during conducting research. Um, the challenge is for the first time after I consider myself to the poultry industry. Of course, I have to take time to adapt, to understand, and to know about new culture in the company. And of course, there is written and unwritten rules, values that it will govern between the employees how to behave, how to take an interaction, and always it takes times and that takes a lot of energy. I think that happens in all of new employee in every company, right? That's the challenge. That's the first challenge for me when I entered in this poultry industry. And the second is about the job responsibility and job tasks. I have to learn again. I have to start from zero again. I know in the university I learned all about animals. I learned knowledge all about it's no matter it's about ruminantia, it's about poultry, it's about laboratory. The university teach all of them. But after I enter in this practical world, I have choose. I have considered myself in poultry, so I have to work in this poultry. But I have to start again from zero. I have to learn again. And that's also take time and takes energy. Because there is a little bit difference between knowledge in the university and knowledge in the practical. So I have to adjust how to make them balance and how to connect them. So my work will work well. That's I think that's the challenge, how to do project in the research when I'm working in the company until now.
Okay. What an interesting story. What an interesting answer. Because I think for those who are still haven't working yet, the how should I say, the work world, the work
Yeah,
yeah, the work
yes,
the work scope and also the university scope is kind of different. While
yeah,
the university skill is rather asking you to be more technical,
yeah,
yeah, and it's like things straightforward. While in the work, well, in the work world, so I say work world, uh, you have to then like collaborate with the others, maybe, and also
yeah,
thinking about the other stakeholder as well, right? So it's not like a close type of question, but it's more like the open case question, right?
yeah,
While the answer is so many and there is no right or wrong answer.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I see your point, but yeah, I think it as in general, I think is every work is work just like that. But
yeah.
but more specify is just like the thing that you've been told, right? So maybe this is would be the last two questions for me. Uh, yeah. So the first of the two last question. What are you actually currently working on? I mean, for those who maybe yet don't know, like, where are you like working or maybe taking a degree right now on? And yeah, maybe you can tell that. And also, if I think I just like this say it right. So Mbak Nurul, maybe I was a bit late telling this. So me and Mbak Nurul are actually master degree students, attend at Chulalongkorn University, but we take a different major. And um, maybe for that reasoning, can you like tell what the thesis or the topic that you took as the master degree right here at Chulalongkorn University?
Okay. Um, we'll talk about. I'll introduce again. Like what you said. Right now I'm majoring in veterinary medicine in Chulalongkorn, and of course, my thesis will not far about uh, animals, right? And in this degree, I took topic about poultry. Like in these 4 years, I have been work in poultry industry, so I want to improve myself. I want to gain more knowledge about poultry in this degree. And of course, my topic thesis will also about the poultry. And this not, I think it's about the cat health. Some specific we know right now. Nowadays we know the term about antimicrobial resistance, right? Now, to how to cope that problem, there is so many alternative ways. So one of there is prebiotic, enzymes, and so on. So many alternative ways. And my thesis will talk about that, how to cope with that problem.
Okay. Yeah, just for the notification, Mbak Imau. So I'm using free Zoom, as you can see.
Yeah.
We have the remaining meeting time, I think about 7 minutes or so. By that means, this is the last question. Can you give like some kind of the closing statement? Maybe for those who want to take the vet medicine, or maybe for those who already attend the vet medicine, like, can you like give them, just like I said, the closing statement, or more maybe, closing statement regarding to your major or degree that you took right now and the previous at Imawati University.
About the closing statement, yeah. Nowadays, I think veterinary medicine world has growing so much, and it also provided so many opportunities for us as veterinarian, right? So always try ourselves to grow, as well as the opportunity grow itself, because so many challenges that we have to face. That's
All
right.
right. Okay. All right. So that will wrap it up. Thank you so much, Mbak Imau, for
Thank you.
having your time again to be able to answer my questions, talking about the background or maybe some technical aspect, and maybe I really got so much knowledge regarding to the veterinary itself, because as you can see, I was a bit new also in this sector. I haven't got so many experience or maybe knowledge regarding to it. But as you can tell, that it has so many opportunity, right? Because it's talking about, at the end of the day, we are working. It's the the big of the big why of why we working is money, right? And I think I think one of your degree is some maybe it's not like obvious, but somehow it shows that it shows a lot of the big opportunity, especially when we are talking about how us become get prosperous and get a lot of money. Of course, at the end of the day, it's about money. You might be agree or disagree with me with that one, but I think that's the thing that drives us the most, I believe. So back again, thank you so much, Imam, for your cooperation and for your opportunity to let us hear your story about the degree that you took on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Maybe I will stop the recording. So